once again, YouTube, and welcome to another video. I don't know if I've made a video last week. Probably didn't. No, in fact, I do remember making a video. I tell a lie. And today, I'm going to talk to you about, it says it down there, Avengers Infinity War. Yeah! I went and saw it. And the results are in. It was a pretty decent film, I would say. But no. There's no ifs, there's no buts. Actually, you know what? It's got me a little bit worried. Okay. And it's not of the film itself. I quite enjoyed it. It's just that, you know how they're money hungry. The people at Hollywood, their studios, they're money hungry, you know. They're willing to do anything to get money. And since this movie made a ton of money, like it made $3 billion on its second opening weekend, yeah, I'm scared. I'm extremely scared, you know. Okay. And of course this is going to be spoilers. All of my reviews are spoilers. Have spoilers in some way, shape or form. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just some bloke on the internet giving his thoughts about films and TV shows and music occasionally. And also action figures. Yeah, so if you get upset that I spoil something about the movie or TV show, well, what are you expecting? It's just me rambling at the camera. Okay, so the film starts off where Thor Ragnarok left off. Hey, look, that's the last MCU film oh wait, no, Black Panther I reviewed. Yeah, I'm starting. Yeah, I've reviewed several MCU films now. I've reviewed 4 at the moment. I have this and the 2. Oh wait, and the 3 other reviews. So yeah, no, that's a fact. And basically, half of Asgard is dead. We know that, like, I know from like the news and shit that the directors, the Russo brothers, came out and said that half of the Asgardians are dead. Not all of them, just like that part. And you have Loki, and he's like, you know what? I'm sorry. I kind of failed you, and I can help you again. And of course, being the trickster he is, he fools Thanos into. He doesn't actually. He thinks he fools Thanos into thinking that he's on his side, when in actual fact, Thanos is like, he's working for his brother. And yeah, the scene. It starts off with balls. It's like, you know what, we're just gonna get to killing, okay? They kill Heimdall, you know, the Idris Elba's character, which is sad. He only gets a few lines and that's it. And then they kill Loki, and this traumatized Thor. The guy's been through hell and back, and the pacing in this movie is really well. I didn't even notice the 2-hour, the nearly 3-hour time limit, the running time. I didn't, because there were several plots going on at once, and if it was handled by a director who was less capable, well, directors were less capable than the Russo brothers, I think it would have been a contrived mess of a storyline. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm scared, you know. This movie did it half well, like killing half of the cast. Most of them are now dead, but it's not the ones that you think are dead should be dead, which I found really baffling. Except for Loki. Loki was given. Same with Gamora. Yeah, that those two were kind of given since, yeah, Gamora is Thanos' child and she betrayed Thanos. Same with Loki. Loki was working for Thanos and he failed in taking over Earth, and he was like, I'm not happy with you anymore, Loki. Yeah. A few years later, he comes along and just strangles his throat and like, yeah. I think Thor has been through hell and back, or hella and back. Ha 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 ha. That's only funny to two of you, I bet. Yeah. Well, several of you. I don't know. I honestly don't know who watches my videos. It ranges from 13-year-olds to 30-year-olds. My God, the age of you guys is extremely different, I would say. So I don't know if any of you got that reference. Anyway, probably, actually, considering that film came out 1 year ago. So, yeah. Yeah, he is a more stronger character, in my opinion, than he was back in 2011 to 2015. Yeah, he wasn't really a standout character. It's like, oh, he's just a muscle man. He's alright. But then Ragnarok came along and oh my God, my mind has been blown. He's much better now with the ironic, awkward humour, since I'm a big fan of The Office and Peep Show and anything like that. Mostly because I can relate to the characters in the comedy. That's the basic part of comedy. Unless it's Instagram comedy. But anyway, yeah. This continues on, even though he's like being traumatized to death. He's still wisecracking, but he's pretty furious at Thanos. And Hulk is there, and he fights him a little bit. They have a little bit of smash, and Thanos absolutely wrecks Hulk. He's in the armor, which was good. I'll get to his tank top look later. Yeah. He smashes him and throws him into Earth, and Heimdall calls upon the Bifrost one last time. And you also have Thanos' Black Order, which are basically his children. And they're okay, but they're not the main characters. Thanos is. Thanos is the main character. The villain is the main character of a superhero movie. This is big news. Because I don't think that the heroes do is kind of undermined. It is because of Thanos. is the reason why the heroes fail in the end. And that's pretty sad, you know. And we all, yeah. And we catch up with Tony for a while and his relationship with Pepper. They've been married, and Strange, Hulk contacts Strange, Doctor Strange, obviously. Not reviewed any of his films. Basically, he got his. If you don't know who he is, he's basically the guy that was put in the Doctor. That got put in was in a car crash. His hands were broken. He could not heal anybody, and then he met this woman, and then she taught him the ways of magic shit and Harry Potter without wands, obviously, because wands are lame. and he can do all this trippy shit, and he also manipulated Dormammu into winning. I haven't watched it in a while, so yeah, that was good. It was a good time. Good time was had by all in that movie. Yes, and also Wong, the best psychic ever, is a badass. I've read the comics, and he's extremely skilled by himself. He doesn't need Doctor Strange to be skilled. Anyway, they get the message, and they also contact Tony Stark because reasons. Because Banner's there, and he's like, you know what? I need to contact Tony Stark, and they are told about Thanos, and of course, Doctor Strange has the soul, mind, reality. Reality? Still? I'm not really sure. I think it's the green one, okay? Inside his Ayamoto. That's what it's called. I may be pronouncing it wrong. So yeah, they talk for a while about the origin of the Infinity Stones, if you don't know by now. And fun fact, the Infinity Stones originally in the comics were called Infinity Gems. Yes, so they talk about that, and then they get, and then something happens. I quite like this scene when they hear like a or something like that going on, and it's all handheld, the scene, and it's extremely reminds me of Cloverfield. Disaster happening with some sort of alien creature, and everything is from first person point of view, but not actually first person point of view, and you get to see the threat from the view of the heroes, which is terrifying. And we also go to Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and he sees the giant donut in the sky, the evil donut in the sky, and it's floating about, and yeah, it's extremely deadly, and of course his friend, I can't remember his name. Gank, right? It's Gank. Yeah, it probably is. And he's like, look, everybody, there's a giant space donut thing, and they're all screaming on the bus, and of course it allows time for Pierre to put the Spider-Man mask on. Only the Spider-Man mask, and then all of a sudden he's in the full costume. And of course, the Mr. Stark and friends encounter two of the Black Order, which was the guy that looks like the Death Eater, that the father of Draco Malfoy, you know, from Harry Potter. Wow, we are getting to Harry Potter. Those are Harry Potter references. Wait, was Harry Potter the first Harry Potter book made in 1998? Answer that back in the comments. I might be interested or not. Yeah. Anyway, and all these look really crinkly, and he's also as good as Thanos would say. He's pretty creepy. Out of all of the Black Order, he gets the most lines. You also have their version of the Hulk, obviously. But of course, the Hulk has PTSD from his battle with Thanos. So it's basically just Bruce Banner, no Hulk in him now. The Hulk is saying, "No, I don't want to go out. I don't want to fight him again. Not in the face." and Banner's really confused why that's not happening. Why he's not wanting to do smash anything now. So, and the stakes were raised high, I think. And the new Iron Man suit is, I would say, pretty cool. It is extremely cool. Like, for crying out loud, it's like the all new, all different Iron Man armor. If you don't know what that looks like, that's what it looks like, and it's got all kinds of cool attachments and stuff, like in the movie. I don't know if it shows this in the book. No, it doesn't. It does not show this in the book. Yeah. He has jet boosters and shite, and he has like giant arm cannons, and so cool. Yeah. And of course they go on to the giant flying donut. And they encountered more. I think that's the name of the slick back white haired dude. And they almost killed Doctor Strange. Iron Man almost killed he almost died. If it weren't for the fact that Spider-Man knows a lot about movies. First was the Empire Strikes Back reference in Civil War, and second is the Alien reference. Oh my god, this movie has so many Alien references. This is Alien, but it applies. Like his horde of ravenous monsters. This time, the Chitauri did make a cameo in a flashback sequence, but they look a lot like the aliens from Alien. Like to the point where they do it like this. They don't have tails though, so sad, and they're a little bit more muscular than the aliens, which are about my physical stature. They were like that in the movies. And anyway, I'm mostly going through all the plot points in this movie, and that's going to make it long, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, they encounter of course, Thor encounters the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they have a bit of banter, and Thor's trying to make a new hammer now, called Thunder something. It was Thunderbringer, probably. I'm probably making that sound lamer than it actually is. Stormbringer, I don't know. Yeah, and he goes off with Groot, he's now a teenager, because trees can grow faster than humans, obviously. And Rocket Raccoon! Yeah! Don't call him Rocket Raccoon in front of his face, he'll take it as an insult. That's what I remember. I do. So yeah, they go on an adventure, and with Peter Dinklage, who's extremely tall in the MCU. I see what you did there. And they even called him a dwarf. Yeah, of course he wasn't going to be quite like that to make the Stormbringer, and he almost died, but of course he can't die until the end. Well, he didn't die at the end, surprisingly. And the Guardians, Gamora hopes that Mystical, and having a hard time saying this, is actually pretty sad, I would say. Kill her if hope he will kill her if she's taken by anybody. And that exact thing happens because they go to where the Collector is, the quirky character from the first Guardians film, and I think the second Guardians film, and, well, he almost kills Gamora because Thanos fools them into thinking everything's alright. And Drax is like, oh no, you killed my family, I'm gonna rip your eternal organs out of your body. And of course, like, everybody's like, no, that's a bad idea. And he goes in for the kill anyway, and yeah, he uses his reality stone to turn Drax into rocks and Mantis into cuts. Mantis is a character. I don't know who she is. It's been quite funny. Oh, and also, there was quite a load of jokes I quite liked, which one of them was about the Avengers and how Kevin Bacon is part of the Avengers, which I like to think might have actually happened. I hope that actually happened in the comics. Or they better get Kevin Bacon in the next Avengers movie to play a character. Like, just some throwaway character that no comic fan would be, like, angry that they cast the wrong person for it. Like, that would be funny. Anyway, and then, and the place they go to is Titan, and they meet up with Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. By the way, Hulk stayed on Earth, and he contacts, who do you know? Captain Frickin' America! Yeah. And of course, Captain America, well, anyway, that also leads into the relationship between Scarlet Witch and Vision. They stayed in Scotland for a time, and it was all dandy. But Vision gets a call to see an emergency, and he's like, you know what, I need to go, but I'm not going without you, and it's all sad and shit. And they decide to go, and yeah, Vision is stabbed in the chest by this random dude. I can't remember his name. He has like a staff, and he's not as cool as Moore. He's not as sadistic as Moore, and yeah, I don't think no normal human being would be able to survive that, but we're talking about a sympathoid, so yeah, it's obvious. And I thought he was actually going to die then. And they go into a train station. They're in Scotland, and I'm at guess who appears to help them? Captain America and his secret Avengers, I think. They're made up of Black Widow, Falcon. Can't remember who else. I don't think there was any Ant-Man and Hawkeye in this film. No. They said that they're doing their own thing. And yes, they meet up with Rhodey, who cancels a meeting with General Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, to help them defend Earth from the Outrider invasion that is about to commence. Who else better to contact than bloody Black Panther? Yeah, of course. And also Black Panther has Bucky, who's now christened White Wolf, and is given this new robotic arm, which is made out of vibranium. I'm sure Shuri made that. And yeah. And sort of badass, and Bruce Banner is given his own Hulkbuster suit, which is pretty cool, I would say. And the fight scene, oh my lord, that fight scene, yeah, that was a good fight scene, I would say. Yeah, it worked really well. In the trailer, they show, I'm sure you can see my reaction to the trailer. They showed Hulk in that fight scene. He was never in that fight scene. So yeah, War Machine's new suit is basically just the old suit, just a little bit bulkier, like comics, which is good. And yeah, it's really good. It's really choreographed. It's well shot. You can actually see the people fighting. What are you expecting from a Marvel film? Absolute crap. No, they don't do that. 4-2. Yeah. The Incredible Hulk. But still, that's just a few films. We can forget about them and just enjoy this moment and relish in this moment. And of course, Vision has the Soul Stone in his head. I remember he had the Soul Stone. Go me. And yeah, and there's the dilemma, and so sad. And Gamora is taken by Thanos. Remember that. And we learn of Thanos' character motivation. basically he wants balance, which is terrifying. You can kind of see his point. Overpopulation is a debated topic for many years. I even had a science lesson on it, seeing whether or not the overpopulation is kind of a bad thing, and it applies to this planet as well. Dante's Inferno, the sequel to the Da Vinci Code, the third sequel. I don't know. Yeah, it has Tom Hanks in it. Yeah, that tackles the whole doomsday. Oh, should we kill everybody? Kill half of the world? Yeah, sounds mad, but it kind of has a point when you think about it. I'm constantly trying to recreate that scene where Gamora holds the sword blade, switchblade thing to get in balance, and it's a flashback. Got Chitauri invading all the place, and it's her home world. We find out how she was abducted by Thanos, and she didn't even notice that half of her people were slaughtered. And he tried to tell his planet, the people of his planet, Titan. I see what Marvel did there. That was, yeah. It's like calling General Grievous's people the Gravivians. Yeah. Thank God they did not call them the Gravians in the actual movie. Yeah. That would have been terrible. Anyway, yeah. But they didn't listen to him, obviously, because they thought it was ridiculous, like any sane person would say. But they all died. Yeah. And he said, I called it. I don't want to be the one that said, I told you so, but I told you so. Yeah. And now he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and that Peter Dinklage guy, well, he made the Infinity Gauntlet for Thanos, and I was pretty pissed off at him. Nice. Most people, it's nice to see the character interaction in this movie. This huge, epic movie that's also going to bleed into the next Avengers movie. Spoiler alert! Yeah. And it's quite terrifying to think that this villain might have a point. And it's his film, most definitely. He gets most of the screen time. He gets most of the lines, most of the great lines of dialogue. Anyway, that's nothing compared to what's happening now. Oh, shit. This Red Skull came back. First time that a villain has come back that isn't Loki. I was like, oh my god! His voice sounds a little bit funny because he wasn't voiced by Hugo Weaving. I looked at the credits very closely and I saw Red Skull and I didn't see Hugo Weaving's name, and I was like, why did they not hire Hugo Weaving? Why wouldn't that be hard? Why wouldn't that not be hard? And at first I thought, oh, that's a male in this universe? That's a bit weird. because he was wearing a cloak, and that's kind of like what death is usually portrayed in fiction, as being a ghostly figure wearing a cloak. But then it turns out he's Red Skull. I was also thinking he would be Mephisto, but yeah, thank God he's not Mephisto, because Spidey, you don't need... Spidey doesn't have a marriage at the moment, so why would there be a need to erase it? Yeah, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you might not like me referencing an awful, god-awful story known as One More Day. Yeah. Even I get nightmare flashbacks from saying that those 3 words. Oh god. Anyway, anywho, Gamora dies, as I already said. Thanos throws her off a cliff to gain the reality stone. Yeah, the reality... No, soul... The time stone? Well, no, it's the soul stone, isn't it? Oh, my head hurts! And yeah, Thanos is basically doomed. The universe. And anyway, he goes on to Titan. Thanos goes on to Titan, and he encounters the Guardians and the 3 Avengers. Well, yeah, they're Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are basically Avengers now. Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man also has his Iron Spider suit on, which is completely and utterly different to the Iron Spider suit in the comics. It kind of works, yeah, but it's not as cool as the original suit, I would say. Still has the big spider, but it just looks a little bit more Spider-Man-like, you know. Not really Iron Man-like, unfortunately. But it still looks cool. I don't know if it can fly. Probably can. And they all plan a Hail Mary on Mr. Fat, the Mad Titan himself. And he comes in, and yeah, it works a little bit. They all work together. Drax is there, Mantis is there, and all yeah, and until he hits the nerve, and Mantis finds out that she has reading psychic powers like Jean Grey, and she finds out that Gamora's dead because he's going through grieving. He's grieving. He is. And Star-Lord breaks his cool and immediately starts to punch Thanos, and that gets them distracted and long enough for Thanos to impale Iron Man. Yeah, he falls to the ground. Of course, Tony, not being an idiot, has equipped his armor with healing abilities, and some of the stuff that Thanos does in the movie is really cool. Like, very cool. He uses the Infinity Gauntlet to smash a whole entire moon on the heroes. This is how cool Thanos is. He also uses some of the debris to follow Tony Stark, like wasps, and it's very creative, just like in the comics, which omnipotent, godlike being like Thanos should really act like have that much power and be terrifying. Like, you can literally vanish you out of existence or manipulate your body, your chemical structure to make you into whatever he wants, or even send you back in time, or even skip a moment in time. Now, back with Thor, they successfully complete the hammer, and of course, Rocket and Groot and Thor all go to Earth at the most convenient time, and Thor has his chainmail back, which is a good thing, I would say. And also he fixes his eye with an eye that Rocket borrowed from, stole from a mystery man, I can't remember his name. And also, Thor keeps on calling Rocket Rabbit. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty funny, I would say. Yeah. And shit gets real, does, once Thor joins the battle with the Avengers on Earth and the Outriders. Shit gets real, man. And of course we got a 4-way battle between all the female heroes on Earth. That includes one of the warrior women. I can't remember her name. Yeah, the tribe. Yeah, they all fight, and of course, Proxima Midnight. Yeah, I remember one of their names. Colic Obsidian. That's the giant rock man. Scary. And yeah, they kill Proxima Midnight inside her, like, this chainsaw contraption thing that looks like it came straight out of a Saw film. Yeah. And guess what? And guess, yeah. And then Banner in the Hulkbuster suit has a fight with the cold obsidian guy, and yeah, he managed to kill him without Hulk's help. And you got several battles, and Thor being new Thor with all the lightning coming out of his face, and yeah, and Vision is getting his soul stone getting removed, but then random villain guy comes in and he's like, "Oh no, you're not gonna do that." And Shuri's like, "Oh, I need to hurry up on this." And Scarlet Witch goes and does that thing. Oh, it's really cool. I need to skip over all of this. I'm sorry, everybody. It's all cool. The battle scenes and shit, absolutely cool. And we get to the end where Thanos comes in and fights all the Avengers, and then Thor stabs Thanos with his Stormbreaker. Yeah, I think it's Stormbreaker. Hammer. And yeah, Thanos already took Vision's the soul gem off Vision's head, and yeah, he's completed the whole entire Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, he took the what do you call it? The the cosmic cube, and put the Infinity Gem from that inside of his gauntlet from Loki.